Hello again, everybody. Second Tech is here now with my Atakline for this Wednesday. Hump Day! April 26, 2017. Well, since it's been a few days since I've done an Atakline, let's do the Zack Attack thing. I had 3 gigs this past weekend, and all of them were terrific. Thursday, 420. And again, I don't smoke that much. I did a gig at Lutz School, special needs school in Clinton Township. This is my second dance I've done for him. It was amazing yet again. Probably a little better than the last dance I did for him in January. It was Hawaiian themed, and a lot of interesting requests got over. Like Juju made, like obviously line dances did well, and songs like Uptown Funk did well, and Justin Timberlake. Even 24 Karat Magic went pretty well. The Bruno Mars song I decided to sneak in. And there were some interesting requests that went over. Some requests didn't go over well, like Lean With It, Rock With It, which we cut the request for Laffy Taffy right off the bat, because the reaction wasn't good with these special needs kids, not knowing it that well. But I got requests like Justin Bieber, Boyfriend did okay, but Baby got requested, and that went over really good. And so did Everybody by the Backstreet Boys. That was requested, got over well. Push It got requested too. I didn't want to play that one, because it's kind of too sexy for this crowd, but I did it, and it went over decent, better than I thought. But it was indeed a fun show to kick off the weekend, which continued with Indian Hills, the social supper. It's my second year doing that on the 1 year anniversary of Prince's passing. So I play Let's Go Crazy during my sound check, and also 1999 during the main show. But obviously, line dances did well, and we also had a dance group. The Movement Project dance team did like a little half-hour dance recital with a dance class in between segments. They taught people dance moves, so that was kind of cool. I thought it was going to be long, but it was only a half hour, so I got more time to do my stuff. Light did over well. I think I played Juju twice, and I played Whip and Nene twice, too. And a lot of people, because it's like, the entire school had stuff going on. Like, every classroom had a station. It was like, family game night was the theme. With board games and stuff. And just, like, card games and stuff. Just game night, probably. That's the theme. Last year was sports, and they had like all these different stations, so everyone was all over the school. And then we had inflatables in the gym with me playing my music. So there you go. Fun show. And continuing, 3 for 3 fun shows. Hails a Home in Wiley. There was a spring event. I thought I wasn't doing it, but I was doing it this past Saturday in Wiley, and it was probably one of the best shows I've done for them in a while. I played a lot of different stuff than I've had in the past. It's probably because I have a new data plan on my phone, unlimited data, and I can use my phone as a hotspot, especially at gigs that don't have Wi-Fi in their buildings. And the biker clubs don't have Wi-Fi in their buildings, so I request all these songs that I don't have in my system, whether it's on a DVD or not downloaded on my iPhone. I can't on my iPad or pod. I can't get it without Wi-Fi. But now I got my Wi-Fi hotspot. I can get these songs, and I play a lot more different songs. Play like Great Rolling Stones bits live and from YouTube, and Great Poison live too. Like these men went over well, but the ladies like Poison, Here I Go Again, Fire, White Snake got requested. They both got requested those songs and went over pretty well. Because I play like some of the same artists I've been playing at my shows, but different songs than I normally would do at these shows. Because I played for these guys like 3 or 4, 5 years in a row. So I need to mix it up a bit, and I did. Like Bikers got the rockin' country, ladies got the dance a little bit. Of course, I gotta make sure there weren't any blacks on the screen. Of course, I would use another word, but I don't want to use it. They use it. They use the N-word, the Bikers. Anyway. I would play a few black songs, all the others were white songs like Kid Rock, Buck Cherry, Eminem. Those are the songs that they would like to see the ladies dance to, all white artists. But there were some African American artists I did play. Not often, because I did play Cupid. So, there you go. 3 awesome games this past weekend. I got 2 this weekend. Alma Meadow was supposed to do their mother-son dance about a month ago. But it got delayed because of the windstorm. So I'm doing it this Friday. Sacrificing seeing Chris Rock. Sadly, I did sell my ticket. But that was one coming show I was looking forward to the most. Hope When You Die doesn't disappoint again. With the lineup in Detroit. The Oddball Festival. Then I got a yacht club gig on Saturday. So it should be another fun weekend of gigs. Now, let's get down to the number ones. First, your number one movie is still The Fast and the Furious 8, The Fate of the Furious, with no competition this past week. It reigned supreme with a little bit of a droppage as expected. Second week drop. Made like, what, 100 million last week. Now it made 38 million. Big droppage. But still, hey, not big of a droppage like Superman vs. Batman had a big droppage. More droppage in the second week of their one in the theaters than Fate of the Furious. And I expect them to once again reign supreme for another week with the Suckle and How to Be a Latin Lover coming out. But the next week, expect a slaughtering by Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So basically, it's a holdover week this week until that anticipated sequel hits the theaters. Now with your Billboard number ones, we have new number ones across the board as the reign of Ed Sheeran finally comes to an end by the same guy. You just heard a little bit of it. Kendrick Lamar reigns supreme on both album and singles charts with Damn debuting number one with the biggest sales week of the year, 603,000 copies. I think it's probably his biggest sales debut yet, probably. It is the third number one album. 3 years in a row he's had a number one album. He joins Drake and Future as the only acts to have at least one number one album in the last 3 years. Drake had number one each year the last 3 years, and so does Future and Kendrick. Two Pimp a Butterfly was number one in 2015. His unreleased, unmastered came out last year, debuting number one. Now Damn debuts at number one. Third straight year in a row debuting at number one with 3 albums. And then he gets his first number one single with Humble, ending the 12-week reign of Ed Sheeran's Shape of You. Now, I'm happy there's a new number one, but summer's coming up. We need bouncy songs, damn it! We need a bouncy song! We need a poppy song, man! We need summery songs, not a gangster song. I know Katy Perry's got a new one coming out. Hopefully it's damn better. Damn better than Slave to the Rhythm. That one sucked. But we get some big jumps to the top 10 for Zed's new song with Alessia Cara. I haven't heard it yet, but hopefully it's dancey, because I do like Zed stuff. And Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee, their song Despacito gets a remix by Justin Bieber, propelling it to the top 10. So there you go. What a week for Kendrick Lamar. His album debuts at number one. His single Humble's at number one single. And he announces the Damn tour on Monday as well. He'll be on tour with Travis Scott and Drum. The tour will kick off on July 12th in Phoenix, Arizona. Zigzag across the country to Phoenix, Houston, Duluth, Philadelphia. It will be at the Palace of Auburn Hills, one of their last events before its future being on the last scheduled event is September 8th to McGraw on Faith Hill. He'll be at the Palace on the 26th. Be in Chicago, Denver, Oakland. The tour ending August 6th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. And Kendrick's not the only one announcing a tour this week, as Sir Paul McCartney is extending his one-on-one tour, taking it back to the U.S., starting with a summer leg on July 5th. Miami, Florida is the kickoff city, with Tampa, Duluth, with the summer leg ending in Chicago, Illinois, nearby Chicago, Tinley Park at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. The fall leg will kick off on 9/11 in New Jersey. In the Prudential Center, it'll be an MSG. And the fall tour will end October 1st at the Little Caesars Arena. Yep, Paul is now another name being added to the first initial events at the LCA. Kid Rock's the first overall events, with 6 shows happening between September 12th and the 20th. Ed Sheeran will be September 26th. Paul will be October 1st. Lady Gaga will be in November. And they just signed a couple of college basketball games for the LCA. and the WWE pay-per-view on October 8th. We're guessing No Mercy. It's not official yet. What pay-per-view is it, but we know the day is official, but we don't know if it's what's the name of the pay-per-view yet. We're guessing No Mercy, because it happened during that week in October last year. So there you go. So 2 announcements from Paul McCartney and Kendrick Lamar. Now we're on to biopic news, including 2 people I adore and kind of worship. I hate the politics, but I love the music. We're of course referring to Michigan's own, whether she likes it or not, she is from Michigan. Madonna Louise Ciccone. Now they did like a TV biopic once, but now they got a new Madonna biopic heading towards the big screen through Universal. Universal's going to be releasing the film entitled Blonde in Michigan. A script by Elise Hollander that topped the Blacklist, which is a list of the most liked unproduced screenplays in Hollywood. And now it's finally getting Greenlit to be produced by Michael DeLuca and Brett Wagner. And the director, I think they're still looking for a director. And of course, the question is, who's going to play Madonna? It's going to be intriguing about who's going to play Madonna. But Madonna's not giving the movie her blessing. She released a statement on Instagram yesterday saying that nobody knows what I know and what I haven't seen. Only I can tell my story, not some Hollywood producer who thinks they know my story. Well, basically, the next line says what I just said. Anyone else who tries is a charlatan and a fool, looking for instant gratification without doing the work. This is a disease in our society. So, like I said, basically Madonna is slamming the biopic and not agreeing with it. What's happening? Because the TV biopic didn't get her blessing. So with that, they're probably not going to get the rights to her music. Maybe they do cover versions of her songs. Unless Warner does give them the rights. Because Warner still technically owns the rights to Madonna's best material, her 80s material. In basically late 90s, early 2000s, up until 2008 when she left after Hard Candy. When she turned 50. So while popular Michigander gets a biopic greenlit, a biopic is also greenlit for Vincent Kennedy McMahon. The chairman of the board of the WWE is getting a biopic. TriStar is producing the film, which is going to be called Pandemonium, which will have Glenn Ficarra and John Requia. They are in negotiations to direct the film, who made Crazy Stupid Love and also the director and executive producer of the hit NBC show This Is Us. Greg A. Williams wrote the script, and it'll be done with the full blessing of WWE. Because TriStar's doing it in association with WWE Studios. Hopefully, it won't be a made-to-video film like most of WWE's films these days. It's gonna be weird to see what's gonna be more weirder, a Madonna biopic or a Vince biopic? Who will play Vince? Well, obviously the obvious choice is they want a wrestler, Shane or Triple H, because they're basically in the family. Vince's son and of course his son-in-law. Or they're gonna get a real actor to play Vince McMahon, not a wrestler actor. Hulk Hogan? No, I'm kidding. That would be fucking surreal. And that means Hulk Hogan needs a wig. But Shane got the hair down. But we're here to see who's going to play Vince. Of course, it'll cover his childhood and, of course, his success from being an announcer in his dad's company to basically buying his dad's company and turning it what it is today. A global organization that is publicly funded on the New York Stock Exchange. So, there you go. No, it's kind of a long show. I gotta keep this rolling with some sad news in the world of Hollywood. They decided to bring it down a bit with Jonathan Demme, acclaimed director, Oscar director of the film Silence of the Lambs and also some very successful music films, and died at the age of 73. He died of esophageal cancer and complications from heart disease, which he was first treated for in 2010. He made a lot of serious films that won a lot of Oscars, either for him or for his actors. Philadelphia won Oscars for Tom Hanks. He also went to Melvin Howard. But he's not just known for being a big director of dramatic films. He's also a great music film director. He directed some of the, probably what some would say is one of the best concert films of all time, Stop Making Sense by Talking Heads. One of his last projects was a concert film for Justin Timberlake on his 2020 Experience Tour, which was on Netflix. I'm starting to watch that a little bit, and it was a brilliantly done film. Kind of like Stop Making Sense. You know, a great concert film. And he also dabbled in some music videos for Sun City, the Streets of Philadelphia video from Bruce Springsteen, and even The Perfect Kiss by New Order. Of course, like any celebrity death, the reactions are coming in of people reacting to his untimely passing. With another famous director, Fig, saying that just heard Jonathan Demme has passed away. I can't process. He's a hero, an artist, an example, a goal, visionary, a pinnacle, and a master, R.I.P. Stephen King released a statement saying, deeply sad to hear my friend, neighbor, and colleague, Jonathan Demme has passed on. He was one of the real good guys. I miss you, buddy. Elijah Wood just wrote simply, sad to hear that Jonathan Demme has passed. Juan Howard wrote, Jonathan Demme was a great artist, humanitarian, activist, and a warm, encouraging colleague. I've known very few like him. He will be missed. So some of the reactions of the death of Jonathan Demme, and like every other celebrity death, I'd like to say rest in peace to him, for a talented director, and also prayers and thoughts to his family at this very sad time. It would have been interesting to see Jonathan Demme do an animated movie, though. It would have been dark and dramatic. Bad segue to news involving Disney announcing some release dates of some highly anticipated films. So close yet so far away. For movies coming out in 2019. They announced a lot of release dates. Releasing a date of a new Indiana Jones film to be coming out in July 2020. And a live-action remake of The Lion King set for release on July 19th, 2019. 2019 is going to be a big year for Disney films, with The Lion King live-action movie coming out with Childish Gambino, the guy who played Childish Gambino, the rapper, his alter ego, going to be the voice of Simba. James Earl Jones is back as the voice of Mufasa. In one of the most anticipated sequels that's not Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Frozen 2, coming out on November 27th. The good news and the bad news for that, for parents. The good news is, no more, that means, yay, we get new songs. No more kids singing Let It Go or Do You Want to Be a Snowman. But the bad news is, they're going to sing these new songs over and over again. Damn it. We don't win. It's lose-lose. They lose the songs they've been singing to, but they get new songs that are going to stick it to your head. Hold on 45 seconds.
Call from Droughter.
Okay. My mom got it. So, there you go. And prior to the sequel, Frozen's going to Broadway. The next of the Disney franchises going to Broadway because Lion King's been on Broadway and won a Tony. Aladdin's been on Broadway. Beauty and the Beast has been on Broadway. And now Frozen's going to be on Broadway in 2018. Too bad none of its stars will be in the play because Idina Menzel's got experience in Broadway. And she will be in the sequel along with Kristen Bell and Josh Gad. Basically, most of the voice cast are back. Well, hopefully be back. They're expected to repeat, but nothing's official, but probably they will be. So there you go. Some big announcements for Disney. Release dates for both The Lion King and Frozen 2. Live action Lion King. Both in 2019. So there you go. One in the summer and one in Christmas time. November 27th is Frozen 2. That is it for this very lengthy Atakline. Thank you so much for watching with that 5 minutes act. By the news from Zach. See you later. Bye-bye.